Hey Blue Crew, I know it's been a minute and I'm sorry, but before we get this video started, let me do some housekeeping since it's been a solid 2 months since I posted anything, okay? First off, I know that my voiceover audio is still bad, and that is because I do not have a microphone yet. So that is my goal on Ko-Fi. If you want to help out, check out the description box below for the link. Every dollar helps. Second, there will be no actual footage of the convention in this video, and that is because there were a lot of minors and children that attended, and I personally do not feel comfortable taking footage of minors and young people without their consent, and it's just too many people to get consent from, so I just decided not to do it at all. And lastly, this is just my limited experience from this one convention that I went to. If you guys have had different experiences in a similar situation, please do leave it in the comments. This is a space for learning and helping out our fellow artists. So if you have something that you can add, or maybe some advice or a different experience, different conventions that you would suggest for everyone, please do leave it in the comments below. That is always supported and very helpful to the community. And with that out of the way, let's get this started. A lot of you probably already know me, but for those of you who don't, hi, I'm Blue. I'm your average millennial with a day job and a dark secret. After hours, I draw comics. So I went to a convention in Teaneck, New Jersey, close to New York City, bringing all original work. I know what you're probably thinking. Blue, why did you go to an anime fan-based convention without fan art? Well, to be completely honest, I don't like doing it. That's just me. If you love it, that's great. I don't really enjoy doing it, and I just don't have time to do things that I don't want to do, right? Like I said before, I got a day job, I have very limited free time, and I'm going to use that free time to do what I love, which is work on my Comic Blue remedy. So I went to the convention fully well knowing that Artist Alley is usually a place for fan art creators and crafters who focus their work around currently existing anime series. They're trying to tap into that existing fandom. I didn't do that, and I knew going in that that would be a hurdle that I would have to overcome. And I'm sure a lot of you have been wondering, if you found this video, you probably searched the same thing I did before I went. Can you sell original work at a Comic-Con or an anime convention? And this is my answer for you. Yes, you can. I did sell my work at this convention. However, I was $3 short of making my table. And you know what? That's okay. I knew going in that it was going to be an uphill battle for me with what I brought. The fact that I left there with almost the amount that I paid to go, that was a win. Following that up, let me talk about the vibes. Everyone was really nice. There were only maybe 1 or 2 people who ignored me when I called out to them, because I was fishing. Maybe just 1 or 2 people completely ignored me, but majority of the people came over, they talked to me, they listened to my spiel, my talk, they took a handout and said that they would. The staff were fine. I didn't actually interact with them very much. I just asked one of the staff members where my table was on the first day, and then after that I didn't really hear from them again until the very end when they were walking around as more like attendees, just checking out the work. I don't think they were very involved, but I also am very self-sufficient, so I didn't really need anything and it didn't matter to me. Like I said before, the visitors were really sweet. There were lots of young people. I definitely saw some older people too, but I mean, honestly, if you ask me, they were probably chaperoning someone in their family. But everyone was really fun to talk to. There were lots of really sweet, lovely people that I had a really good conversation with, who decided to support my work just by even reading it, I think is a big deal to me. I was really happy signing up for my newsletter. So the vibes were really positive and inclusive, as well as the vendors too. The vendors were really nice. The ones that I talked to, they were so helpful. They had so much advice for me. A few of them even commented on how inspired they were that I was coming in with all original work and how much that they wanted to do their original work too, but they were afraid that it wasn't going to sell as well as the fan art, which is true. It won't, not there. But it was really nice to hear that a lot of people wanted to do what I was doing and that I was, at least in one way, successful, that I am able to do what I want to do and not have to worry about the whims of customers and making ends meet with my appearances at conventions. Like I said before, I'm not trying to make a profit. I'm really just trying to get my work out there. And if I can break even at the end of the day, that is a success because I just really want people to engage with my work. It was a younger crowd of visitors, the vendors. There was a huge age range for the vendors, lots of people my age as well, which was really, really nice to see. It was a little cutesy, which is totally wonderful, great, love it for people, but it doesn't really fit my aesthetic and my vibe. So I feel like that also worked against me a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it was a good experience and I'm really glad I went. I met a lot of really cool people that I am so excited to stay in touch with, a lot of awesome vendors that I hope to run up with again soon. We'll see what the future holds, but I do not plan on going to a Puchicon event again. And that's not because they did a horrible job or anything. You know, a lot of the vendors told me this was the best they had done so far, that Puchicon has done so far. Again, I don't have anything to compare it to, but I feel like the vibes didn't really fit me and what I'm trying to do. So I did get a lot of advice on different conventions that I could try in the future, probably next year, because the convention season is nearly over. There's only a couple more months left, and if you haven't already signed up, you're not going to get in. But I will definitely be tabling again at a different convention. I probably won't be doing Puchicon again, but that's just my experience. And if you've had a different one, that's great. Talk about it in the comments below. If there's any convention that you've been to and you thought would be a really good fit for Blue Rabbit Comics, let me know. Keep it to the New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York area if you can, maybe Delaware, Maryland. Can't do too much travel just yet, but yeah. So thank you for listening to my video. I really hope that it gives you some insight on what it was like to go to Puchicon in Teaneck, New Jersey and sell work as an original artist. And I wish you all the best of luck if you choose to do the same. And if you ever get the chance, don't forget to support original artists. We are struggling out here trying to make it. Please make good decisions, and I will catch you in the next one.